both are going to get really raw today and share with you some of our past journey in live video for you to be able to see the progress that we've made. What I will say though is you're going to want to stay and watch what we share with you of where we've been in order to be here to share and show you it can be done to show up and stop trying to get it right before you go do it. You get it right doing it. That's one of the things that you'll always hear me saying. Hello everyone. In case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I hope you live fearless, live loved, and live free. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when all of my videos and content come live. Today I have Michelle with me, and we do our monthly empowerment session. And this month, what came to both of us is taking a look at how far we've came versus how far we still have to go, but doing it from a really raw place. One of the things that we had talked about leading into this video is trying to navigate things even from where we're at in new ways as we continue to grow. Because as we're in here at the month of November, it is a time of the death of the old ways, the old self, and it's about uncovering the parts of us that we have separated from, that we've ran from, and recollecting them. But today where it really links in this empowerment is for us to share with you how that links to if you're feeling unsettled and you're feeling like you're having those tower moments and all that energy is coming inside of you and creating a meltdown of who you've been. The key in this is, are you expressing that energy out in creative ways? And in that creative way of expressing it, it's a way to do it externally versus internally. Because the minute we keep it suppressed or we are not moving into our purpose and we are not taking action towards what it is our soul assignment is in any area of our life, love, or livelihood, we on the inside are unsettled and we are not feeling connected to all of what it is we're doing. And so we will keep going in through things and facing things and challenges until we wake up enough and decide to really be who it is we came here to be. And today is going to be a little bit more focused towards your purpose in life. And so I'm going to turn it over to Michelle and let you kind of hear more about how she's transitioned through this.
She's actually letting me talk now, because prior to this video starting, like recording, she's like, stop talking, because what she's taught me through my 4 years with Harmony is that you just show up and you put things into motion, and you stop trying to have it be perfect. The point of this video, what we're bringing to you all today, makes me really excited, because not only is it November and we're talking about Phoenix rising, it's also Thanksgiving and gratitude. And so today, for me, I know especially the video that I want to share with you all from my past, I have deep gratitude for my growth and honor where I've been, because it gives me so much inspiration for where I'm headed. And I hope that you see yourself in my video that I'm sharing, so that you can go, oh my God, somebody else feels that way or this way. And it's normal to feel very discombobulated when you're on the edge of metamorphosis. Like you're actually getting ready to be in a place that you've never been energetically. And it's normal to just feel absolutely scared, because it's almost like your soul is like, please move forward. Please step into this. Your soul knows it's what you're here for. Your ego is terrified because everything that has been your life is not going to be your life anymore. And so the point of this video today is, I'm a good hype man, hype you up, and to say whatever you're putting off, whatever you're afraid to step into, do it. Do it when you're shaking. Do it when you're scared.
So let's get to it. We're going to start with Michelle's video first. We'll watch it and then we'll talk about her progress and her growth, and then we'll follow that up with mine.
Emotional, but like, I'm so excited for you. And I mean, ultimately, all we want is success, but it scares the out of me.
I'm with you, sister. That's why I'm sitting here telling you this. I am scared as
I don't trust myself. That's part of the issue, is that I've let myself down so many times. The idea of people seeing me and then possibly thinking that I'm going to be there for them scares me, because my story has been that I let myself down. So how could I ever, make sure that I'm there for somebody else? I've gotten the same card all week, commitment. I literally told a girl I worked with this week the same story. Like, you have to let go of the way that you've been. Like, I mean, I'm right on point with everything that you've said. My back's been killing all week and throwing up. Like, I didn't know what was going on, but I knew it was my sacral, my solar plexus. I couldn't like get any of the stuff done for you. And it's just like frustrating because while I want to help people, I'm also terrified of it. So I don't know.
What did I just tell you? I'm terrified. I am, but I'm doing it because that's what I came here to do. And
Right.
It's the commitment I've made. And I know that if I didn't go do it, I would be not using my best skills, and I would be taking, like, I look at what I've been given in this as an honor to God. It's a commitment I made with God.
I think sometimes I get lost because like I don't have visions and I don't have dreams and I know I can help people, but I never feel gifted. Like I just feel like I'm talking to people. Like,
but that is your gift, sister.
I know.
Wow, Michelle. I'm in tears. It brings chills from head to toe because just so the audience knows, I was heading to a speaking engagement just a few days after the session with Michelle, where I was going to be speaking to multimillionaires and billionaires and doing a speaking engagement that was similar to The Voice. The producer was the same producer as the Oprah show. And I was scared to death to go face that myself in a way that I would put myself in front of that caliber of people. Not sure if I would be good enough or able enough, right? So I was having and feeling the same thing as Michelle. And one of the things I will tell you, it was very intense what I went through with it, but that event has impacted the way I've changed and modeled a lot of my delivery going forward. Hey, Michelle, share with us what that makes you feel like looking back. What comes to your mind watching that?
When I watch that now, it's incredible because that fear, I remember it being so it's palpable to me, the fear that I had. And my fear was hurting people. And what I've realized is you hurt people when you don't show up in your mission. I was so afraid to hurt somebody. And the biggest mistake we make is not showing up. That's how we hurt everyone. So when I watch that, I just want to hug her and be like, girl, get out of your own way. I was just scared. I was scared to do what I love. And so now when I look back, I'm doing what I was scared of. I'm showing up, and there's always going to be resistance in my life. But it's like, how much do you have to suffer anymore? There's a difference between pain and suffering. And what that video is showing is suffering because I was in my own way. I don't play that game anymore. It's like, okay, just move forward, keep everything in motion. And that's what I want to share with the people watching this. It's just like, get out of your own way, find the help and support that will help you to get out of your own way. Sometimes we just need guidance. And so that video to this day stands out in my mind and heart. That's why I have it saved, because it's a memory of where I was my greatest resistance. You know, on the other side of that is the rainbows and the unicorns.
And now what's it like to be out there empowering people and doing it and helping this audience, even with our empowerment sessions, which, by the way, we'll make sure to have links to Michelle's recordings here on YouTube. And she's now offering empowerment sessions that you also find a link to below. But what's that like now to be actually empowering others and living that dream? I don't even know if it was a dream, because really it wasn't a dream, right? Because you were scared of it. So what's it like to be living and facing the fear you had on the other side of that fear? What's that like?
This is what I was afraid of, is everything I also wanted. So there's pain and pleasure in every moment. But now I'm living more of the pleasure than the pain. Like, I'm still nervous. I still get butterflies every time I show up with somebody because I want to do well. Like, I want to show up with my whole self. But what's different is that I thought that I had to do something or be a certain way, or that I was actually going to control the session. What I know now is that my presence and showing up to allow whatever wants to come through, that's my gift, is the fact that I show up. And how does that feel to be empowering other people? It feels like all that pain, this is a harmony line, but all that pain I went through is now it makes sense. There's purpose in the pain.
Wow. Thank you so much for being open, vulnerable, raw, and real, and sharing an inside session we had in order to let other people see that other side. Because it's another thing we tend to do sometimes is we see people where they're at, and we don't understand or relate to them because of where we're at. But when we can see where they started and where they're at, and see that that inspires people to move across that bridge, that's inspiring. So thank you for sharing that with the audience today. And I will tell you, I'm about to do the same thing because I'm going to share with you a video that I also had done that was trying to implement and start a program before I kind of hit the market of the twin flame niche. I was working on a program that was 8 Tricks for Happier Humans, and Champ was like the forefront of that. And it was about coaching people on how to stop stepping in dog poo so they could start living a life, a happy life, you know, because that's what Champ had taught me, all of these things. And there is a book eventually coming to be finished that I started on that. Which, by the way, with that, I would like to mention, I haven't mentioned in a while, to check out the Global Pause for Peace organization below. That is Champ's mission, a foundation that I promote for him. And it's my payback, my pay it forward for all he's taught me. So I'm going to show you this video, and I will tell you that the judgment that I've had on this video for so long has been looking at the judgment of the parts of myself I didn't like versus looking at how far I've came. And you know, Michelle, I briefly showed you this video once. I judged that video so much, down to the weights I had put on, down to the frustration of me trying to show up. I was showing up, but I was very frustrated because I couldn't unlock inside of me what wanted to come out in a way that it flowed. I was in my mind. I wasn't in my heart in these deliveries. Video will speak for itself. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Or have you ever found yourself feeling so tired of having to keep cleaning stinky dog poo off your shoes and out of your life, and keep wondering why it keeps coming back and how you keep stepping in those same messes during your walk through life? Are you happy? And more importantly, are you waking up with a smile? Chances are you are probably like one of the majority of individuals out there who is walking through life thinking that one day I'll get my act together. I just don't know when, but I'm ready to get out of this rut and I don't even know how to start, where to start, how to move forward. Well, I think you could agree with me. It's time for a global awakening, and it's time to wake up the champ inside yourself so you can start wagging your tail, having fun. And I'm suggesting that you might just learn how to get yourself out of that rut by practicing the same 8 tricks that my dog taught me. And I am here to help you unleash the freedom inside yourself so you can strut like your mutt and be happy and perfect. This is my soulmate and partner in crime, Champ Avalon, my Staffordshire Bull Terrier, known globally for his staffy smile. I speak from experience when I say I know exactly what it feels like to keep stepping in dog poo, because I've stepped in some pretty deep dog poo in my lifetime. It was during the darkest hour of my soul that I began observing the characteristics and the antics and what I call the beatitudes of our dogs every day, for example. To be patient, to be loving, to be forgiving. And during the process, I discovered 8 powerful tricks that I want to share with you that changed my life, and it can change your life in the process, help you be happy on purpose. For nearly 20 years, I've helped other people transform their body, mind, and soul. And the number one thing that I've kept hearing over and over is I'm not happy with where I am. I know where I want to go, but I don't know how to transition between from where I am to where I want to go. And that is why I could not be more excited about the newest program I've created called 8 Tricks to Stretch Your Mutt and Be Happy on Purpose. It's a free training video that I put together with the exact same 8 tricks that Champ taught me. So are you ready to get your paws a little dirty and dig a little deep into your soul and learn what it means to live in pooch time consciousness, also known as living in the present moment? Would you like to learn how to bury your bones and let go of the things that are no longer serving you a purpose? And what would it feel like to you to start choosing freedom over fear? And what if I could show you that you could start barking out loud, speaking your truth without waking up the neighbors, get a little assertive, and at the same token stop. I am confident that if you too will practice these 8 tricks, they're going to help you build that bridge to help you get from where you're at to where you want to be in life. And so I want you to think about it. I want you to think about how you would feel if you could escape your own mental dog, if you could let go of those bad habits and those mental belief systems. And if you could... I really don't have any words looking at that. I can relate to the frustration that I experienced. I'm sure, Michelle, you can, I've showed you this video before to show you how I could relate. And I think you're probably the only person I'd ever showed this to before. the key is that you could then understand that I understood where you were, first of all.
Totally. Because it's making me laugh, because I remember I couldn't relate to Harmony when she was coaching me because I only saw where she was at the moment. And I was like very in a dark place of not being able to move forward. And she's like, that's it. And she shows this video and I'm laughing now because I'm like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh shit, like I have no more excuses. Like, you know, like she does get it. I love watching that video because I see the human, and Harmony's put in all the work. Unless you've made a video, it looks effortless. So when I love the end of that video when she's like just done, because I was like, oh my God, she gets it. And so I had to start listening to her advice, because before I had a wall up like, oh, I'm so different. I'm like, it's so much harder for me. I'm more scared. But it was like, nope, all your excuses are totally invalid.
Yeah. And one of the things I will add to that, so people can relate to where I was in that video, I had just ended my last relationship of being the very karmic partner, soulmate that dragged me to hell and back. I'd had hormonal issues that put on the weight, that I couldn't get off the weight. And this was right before I was diagnosed with uterine cancer. And I didn't know it at that time, but I was already had it. I was still showing up, trying, right? And I was going through the Ascension awakening, the clearing the crap, and you can see how exhausted I looked. And I could barely get myself out of bed, and I was still trying.
Well, yeah, I know, because I remember you saying all of that before, and I was just like crickets, like kind of like, where's she's like, all right, now what is your bullshit excuse as to why you're not moving forward? And I was like, because when you hear that list, you're like, I don't have anything. I'll be making a video tomorrow. You know, but that's what we need. And that's the whole point of today, is to get excited about being new, get excited about being scared, because it means you're on the break. You're about to be going through a breakthrough.
Breakdowns really are our breakthroughs. And so that's why both Michelle and I showed up today. This being literally unfolded.
It's raw.
Yeah. And I want to also thank Michelle for the entrusting me in that to help guide her and facilitate her. But what I want everybody to realize, that power is inside of you, and that it's great to have that guide to help you get across that bridge. But on the flip side of that, you also have to realize that you're waking up a side of you that it is already in you, that you keep trying to go do another course, another class, or get more prepared. There's nothing more to do. It's in here. And as Michelle said, showing up is the key in this. I have to also say thank you to Michelle, for she is one of the foundational people that helped me package and coordinate my 6-figure Lightworker blueprint that I've been putting together for over the past 4 years. Starting Michelle, she was a piece of what mirrored back to me what was needed in unlocking this purpose. And I knew I had the tools and resources. And so I started showing up. Then she's like, well, I want to do this, but I don't know how, because she'd already done so much inner work. The next step was putting that energy into the purpose. And so I started showing her how through the tools that I knew. Again, I showed up where needed. I was like, oh, okay, we need to unlock your soul purpose. That's what we need to do. So then that's what I did. I created a program called Unlock Your Soul Purpose. And then, oh, okay, now we need to be able to brand your mission and unlock the connection of what it is that you have to deliver. And so out of like a period of time and a lot of parts, I created the 6-figure Lightworker blueprint that I completed in full, like all-inclusive type program over a year ago. And so now, as we're all being called up, looking at my best gift at the highest level where I'm at is to help people not only unlock this and connect to this, but to help them learn and do the parts of their mission that I have the 25-year background of the branding and the marketing. Then from the spiritual, soulful side, be able to connect and unlock that message. Check out the link below. Technically just releasing it as a forefront program, my mission to help people become who it is that they came here to be in a way that they actually connect into the purpose as well. I love helping with the soul blueprints as far as helping to heal the soul, but that's where Michelle has came in after doing this with me for so long. She is really, really good about that side. And that's now her moving into her best gift with these empowerment sessions that you can check out the links. And then I'm helping to get more into the purpose side. Even though I still do some of the energy healing, it's is my forefront gift to people is to help them unlock that. So I do have an Unlock Your Purpose discovery session that I've opened up to help you determine if that 6-figure Lightworker Blueprint program is for you. And you can check out the link below because it has a lot of information about the program I won't go into here. Technically, it's to help you unlock what that message is. Then we brand that story and we monetize that message. And then I can help you package it into the purpose down to logos and websites and all those things. And Michelle, you can elaborate just a little bit on that because you've been through that program.
100%. I'm full support and promoter of her 6-figure Lightworker Blueprint program. Very quickly, I'll sum it up. I would be living another lifetime without a doubt in my mind without having done the program, because I thought I needed another certification, another class. If you're sitting there and you're supposed to do something on the planet, that's scary enough to try and figure out, let alone to figure out how to market yourself, brand yourself, create a website. And so what Harmony does a beautiful job of, she takes care of all the pieces that aren't your skills. So like she narrows in, you get to focus on what you're scared about. And as you can see from the videos, that's enough to work on, showing up in the area that you're meant to be. And so I wouldn't be in front of you if I didn't go through that program, because I'd be holding myself back. I'd have every excuse as to why I couldn't do something. I'd be like, oh, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to, it's just too much. And so she takes all of the guesswork out and just, puts you into motion in a beautiful way. So between the two of us, my empowerment session, I know I'm on the planet to help people. We all have soul lessons to learn. I know I can help you with that. I know I can help you to get past your own resistance. And what I also know is I'm very good at identifying who's ready to work with Harmony. So if you book an empowerment session and we work together, I'll know if you're ready to be in purpose. I always mess up your saying, don't put the cart before the horse. I think that's what it is. Maybe you're not all the way ready. Harmony and I are a team. I told her before we did this video, I was like, one way or the other, people are going to get what they need. And that's why I love working with her.
And if people maybe didn't see one of the prior videos that we did, but the first day I ever met Michelle in a session, she had made the statement from the first words out of her mouth was, want to do what you do.
I think I said, I want to be you.
No, actually, you did say, I want to be you. And that's when I told you that you can walk beside me and be who you are and use your gifts in the best way and still do the same thing.
Here we are.
Here we are. So thank you, everyone.
If you're watching, then you are ready for some type of transformation, or you're in it. Deep gratitude for you even showing up to watch the video, and gratitude for my own journey with Harmony, because it's Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. And Michelle, thank you as always for your own reflection for myself, because we've done a lot of harmonization between our own selves through this process. And I can't thank you enough for showing up and sharing your light with others and sharing your gift, and also walking this path in a way that you're doing what it is you came here to do. And as Wayne Dyer always says, I'm glad to hear you won't be dying with your music still in you. And thank you all that's watching. Thank you for your support for me over the years in this channel, watching my personal growth on this channel, how that's also evolved. And don't forget to check out all the ways you can glow forward with us. May you always face your fears, find freedom, and glow forward on fire. Namaste.